watching the History Fella channel. In today's video we're looking at Sir Arthur Travers Harris, also known as Bomber Harris. Marshal of the Royal Air Force Sir Arthur Travers Harris was born on the 13th of April 1892 and would die on the 5th of April 1984. Commonly known as Bomber Harris by the press, and often within the RAF as Butch Harris, was the Air Officer Commanding-in-Chief of RAF Bomber Command during the height of the Anglo-American strategic bombing campaign against Nazi Germany in the Second World War. Born in Gloucestershire, Harris emigrated to Rhodesia in 1910, aged 17. He joined the 1st Rhodesia Regiment at the outbreak of the First World War and saw action in South Africa and Southwest Africa. In 1915, Harris returned to England to fight in the European theatre of the war. He joined the Royal Flying Corps, with which he remained until the formation of the Royal Air Force in 1918. Harris remained in the Air Force through the 1920s and 30s, serving in India, Mesopotamia, Persia, Egypt, Palestine, and elsewhere. At the outbreak of the Second World War in 1939, Harris took command of the No. 5 Group RAF in England, and in February 1942 was appointed head of Bomber Command. He retained that position for the rest of the war. In the same year, British Cabinet agreed to area bombing of German cities. Harris was given the task of implementing Churchill's policy and supported the development of tactics and technology to perform the task more effectively. Harris assisted British Chief of the Air Staff Marshal of the Royal Air Force Charles Portal in carrying out the United Kingdom's most devastating attacks against the German infrastructure and population, including the bombing of Dresden. After the war, Harris was moved to South Africa, where he managed the South African Marine Corporation, and he was created a baronet in 1953. Harris's continued preference for area bombing over precision targeting remains controversial, partly because many senior Allied air commanders thought it less effective, and partly for the large number of civilian casualties and destruction the strategy caused in continental Europe.